So hi everybody, good morning and welcome to the session. This is Bishwajit Datta, Director Success Ed Education Services, Bhopal, Madhya Pradesh. You must be knowing of this fact that CLAT 2024 is going to conduct in December 2023, that is on 3rd of December. This was the first update from the consortium of National Law University for CLAT 2024. And we recently have a new update as to how many questions are going to come in the paper for CLAT 2024, which you people are going to write in December 2023. ठीक है, तो आज का अपडेट ये है that we are going to have 120 questions in the paper. Yes, this is a new update. The CLAT consortium realizes that doing 150 questions in 2 hours of time is not a justified thing. That means it is a very tough thing for a lot of students. There are so many people who are good at writing paper. They are able to finish the paper in 2 hours of time, 150 questions. The lengthy paper, more than 150 pages. There are so many people who can do, but there are ample of students who are not able to do that paper in that time. So they have decreased the number of questions this year for CLAT 2024. So you can go to the website, that is Consortium of National Universities, and at the right corner, to the right corner of mine, when I look at the board, you will find out that CLAT 2023, just click that. When you open it, you will find out that page which has updates. Now this is the syllabus and format for CLAT 2024. It PDF खुल जाएगा. When you open this PDF, you will be finding this particular change. The undergraduate UG CLAT 2024 for admission to the undergraduate courses that commence in the academic year 2024 and 25 at the participating national law universities shall comprise 120 questions. 120 questions instead of 150 questions as in previous years. Candidates will have 2 hours to complete the test as in previous years. This is the 120 questions will continue to be organized into 5 sections, that is English, language, current affairs including general knowledge, legal reasoning, logical reasoning, and quantitative techniques. That's it. There shall be no change in the syllabus in the number of questions for the postgraduate CLAT 2024. The consortium of NLUs shall make every effort to assist students in preparing for CLAT 2024 and extend any support it can to make CLAT 24 a student-friendly and accessible examination. So this is the recent update by the consortium. So we have now 120 questions in the paper. अब थोड़ा सा कैलकुलेट कर लेते हैं कि ये बाइफर्केशन कैसे हो सकता है. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what would be the probable change in the paper wherein you can fit 120 questions in 5 different sections. Okay, उसको लेकर अभी कुछ आया नहीं. There is no announcement so far officially from the CLAT consortium, but we can understand as to what changes the consortium is going to bring in this particular change in this particular paper with 120 questions. All the people in this fraternity, particularly the legal fraternity, all those people who are into this sort of examinations, conducting preparations for the students for this kind of examinations, they must be contemplating as to how many questions, 120 questions could be, if distributed in 5 different sections, what would be the probable number of questions that could be given to per sections. Now, as you know this fact, that there are 5 sections in the paper, all right, and initially from the very beginning this was absolutely given to us that the GK section would have 25% of the paper, 25% of paper. Okay, so if I have 25% of the paper, so just calculate 25% of 120 questions, so it would be somewhere close to 30. So there would be a probable 30 questions. Okay, now when it comes to legal reasoning, again legal reasoning, they were saying from the very beginning that we'll be putting around 25% of the paper having legal reasoning in it, which is again comprising of 30 questions. Okay, now this could even change by 1 or 2 questions. So it may vary from 28 to 30 if somebody calculates in a scale of in a range of number of questions, that may go from 28 to 30. But right now at this point of time, with the understanding of the paper, working about it for the last so many years, I can conclude that there could be 30 questions in the paper. This is the most significant change which I believe is going to come in the paper. Now come to English. So English again 20% of the paper, 20%. Now 20% of the paper would be nothing but 24. Now there is a possibility that GK may decrease by 1 and English may increased by 1. That could be a possibility. So there are 24 questions. Okay. So this is the calculations in terms of percentage. Now again we have reasoning, logical reasoning. So logical reasoning again 20% of the paper. So this 20% would be comprising of 24 questions. Now this is again another thing, that you may increase 1 in logical reasoning and can decrease 2 from the GK and current affairs, or you can decrease 1 from the current affairs and 1 from the legal reasoning part. That could quite a possibility. Now the last is your mathematics section, that is quantitative technique. So I can expect 10% of the paper, which is nothing but equal to 12 questions. Now there is a possibility, there is another possibility that comes in my mind, that it may be 30 questions. This may be 30 questions. This may be 25 questions. This may be 25 questions. And this may be 10 questions. Though this is another way that the consortium can conduct 120 questions in 5 different sections. This is how it goes. So if they go by percentage, calculating everything in terms of percentage, this is how the paper is going to be conducted. But I believe that this is how the paper is going to be. 10 questions in the quantitative techniques, 25 in logical reasoning, English 25 questions, legal reasoning 30 questions, and GK 30 questions. There could another possibility which you can expect. For example, they can make 25 questions in GK. Okay, they can make 35 questions in legal reasoning, and they can make 25 questions in English, 25 questions in logical reasoning, and again 10 questions in mathematics, that is quantitative ability. So these are the 3 probable possibilities which I believe, working in the field for the last so many years, 10 years, I believe that this could be the probable way of conducting the paper. We have been working into this since 2010. So it is almost 14 years in CLAT. 10 से ज़्यादा साल हो गए. तो इतना तो अंदाज़ा लगा सकते हैं, इतना तो हम कह सकते हैं that this could be the possible way of conducting the exams which the consortium is about to make in 120 questions. तो किस प्रकार से 5 sections को आप fit करोगे? I think this is what could actually going to happen. There is no such announcement right now at this moment of time officially from the CLAT consortium, but I believe that this could be the most probable one. One of these could be the most probable changes that we are going to see in the paper. Definitely in some days we're going to know as to how those 120 questions are going to be accommodated in 5 different sections. I hope you will understand, and there would not be any change in terms of preparations. That means the way you are preparing for CLAT 2024, you have to move with the same intensity, with the same preparation, and there would not be any change in that. There are 2 different announcements that we are working upon, and the announcement is that the mock CLAT test series is going to start next week for all the students who are outstation, for all the students who would be joining for improving their mock scores. There would be 30 mock test papers you can purchase from the portal, or you can contact us at 93296-20356 to purchase those mock test papers. Also, you can be a part of the crash course program for CLAT 2024, which is again a very fast moving crash course for all those people who have studied some part of it. And this is also going to happen in a manner that all those people are going to be new into this field. They are definitely going to be benefited in a different pattern of preparation. So for all such peoples, the models of preparations are absolutely mate, and anybody who would like to join those courses are most welcome to the center. Thank you so much. May God bless you. Bye-bye.